The Crown is set to return in November as Series 5 reenacts the breakdown of Princess Diana and Charles's marriage. An Oscar-winning actress has slammed The Crown for crude sensationalism, as she claims the Netflix show is cruelly unjust. Dame Judi Dench, who was an actress in the James Bond films, called on Netflix to insert a disclaimer at the start of the program to say it is a fictionalized drama, in a letter to The Times. It comes as the hit Netflix show is set to return on November 9 for an explosive season which will see the breakdown of Princess Diana and Charles's marriage on screen. Ms. Dench, 87, said adding in the disclaimer would not only be a mark of respect for the late Queen, but would also help to preserve Netflix's reputation. Sir John Major, the former Prime Minister, called The Crown a barrel load of nonsense, after it emerged that the first episode of the next series contains a fictitious scene in which the Prince of Wales lobbies Major in 1991 in an attempt to force his mother's abdication. In her letter, Ms. Dench, a known friend of Camilla, Queen Consort, said the former PM was not alone in thinking The Crown will present an inaccurate and hurtful account of history. She wrote, "The closer the drama comes to our present times, the more freely it seems willing to blur the lines between historical accuracy and crude sensationalism. Given some of the wounding suggestions apparently contained in the new series, that King Charles plotted for his mother to abdicate, for example, or once suggested his mother's parenting was so deficient that she might have deserved a jail sentence, this is both cruelly unjust to the individuals and damaging to the institution they represent. No one is a greater believer in artistic freedom than I, but this cannot go unchallenged." Despite This Week stating publicly that The Crown has always been a fictionalized drama, the program makers have resisted all calls for them to carry a disclaimer at the start of each episode. The time has come for Netflix to reconsider, for the sake of a family and a nation so recently bereaved, as a mark of respect to a sovereign who served her people so dutifully for 70 years, and to preserve their own reputation in the eyes of their British subscribers. Ms. Dench has played two queens in her time as an actress which spans more than 60 years. She was Elizabeth I in Shakespeare in Love, for which she won an Oscar as Best Supporting Actress, and Victoria in Mrs. Brown, reprising the role in Victoria and Abdul. Nominated for 8 Oscars, in recent years she has been best known for playing M in 8 James Bond films. The firm have anxiously been awaiting the 5th season of the show, with the new monarch's affair with Camilla playing out for all to see. Netflix said, "The Crown has always been presented as a drama based on historical events. Series 5 is a fictional dramatization, imagining what could have happened behind closed doors during a significant decade for the royal family, one that has been scrutinized and well documented by journalists, biographers and historians." Some thought the hit streaming site would delay the release of Season 5 following the Queen's death in September. Screenwriter Peter Morgan has defended his decision to release the series, which is due to shine a light on King Charles and Princess Diana's marriage breakdown in the 1990s. He told Entertainment Weekly, "I think we must all accept that the 1990s was a difficult time for the royal family, and King Charles will almost certainly have some painful memories of that period. But that doesn't mean that, with the benefit of hindsight, history will be unkind to him, or the monarchy. The show certainly isn't. I have enormous sympathy for a man in his position, indeed, a family in their position. People are more understanding and compassionate than we expect sometimes.